I'm Johanna Winters, and I am a puppeteer, printmaker, and video artist who makes work about aging in a female body and the shame and pleasure and privilege of that experience. I remember seeing puppet theater, like contemporary puppet theater in Minneapolis, and wanting to be able to make work that looked like that and not really understanding how. But I became really drawn to it because it makes me both uncomfortable, but I think there's something exciting about that discomfort of this idea of performing for an audience or for a camera, and that continues to be like an exciting place to make work from. I make work about a protagonist who is performing her sensuality for the camera. She wants to be seen as a desirable subject, but she's also aware of her solitude in the settings that she's in. In the most recent video work, she's posing on her bed. The bed sort of becomes a stage where she's shifting and trying to get comfortable and trying out a few different poses. It's maybe a little sexy, maybe a little or a lot awkward. But there's this question of who is watching, or who does she hope is watching, who is the audience within her world. I make the work because there's such a freedom in releasing it outside of my own self. If nobody sees it, it's still valuable and it has meaning because it came from my own headspace, and there's meaning in the making of it. Prior to my art making pursuits, I was a cross-country skier professionally on an Olympic development team. I skied in college at the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay on a scholarship, and then I eventually returned to wanting to pursue art making, and the disconnect between athletics and art felt really vast for a long time. More recently, I've made the connection of both in athletics and in a studio. It's a performance. The act of like donning this costume, it's not quite like a racing suit, but it's once you put it on, you feel differently. You feel like you are preparing for this thing that you're about to do, and you get a little, or at least I get nervous before I perform, and I would get nervous before I raced. So there's that parallel of using your body as a medium and as a tool.